Gaslighting. Gaslighting is when someone manipulates another into doubting their own reality. They might deny events ever happened, twist facts, or claim you're imagining things. Over time, this erodes self-trust, making the victim reliant on the manipulator for truth. Guilt tripping. A manipulator makes you feel guilty to control your actions. They'll say things like, "After everything I've done for you," or act hurt when you set boundaries. The goal is to make you feel responsible for their emotions so you comply with their demands. Love bombing. This is an overwhelming flood of affection, constant compliments, gifts, and attention. It feels amazing, but it's a trap. Once you're emotionally hooked, the manipulator starts exerting control, withdrawing affection as a means of punishment. Silent treatment. Ignoring someone to make them feel anxious or desperate for approval is a passive-aggressive way to gain power. By refusing to communicate, the manipulator forces the victim into submission, making them feel like they must apologize, even if they did nothing wrong. Triangulation. This tactic pits people against each other. A manipulator might say, even they agree you're wrong, or compare you to others to create insecurity. By involving a third party, they gain power and make you question yourself. Projection. When someone accuses you of what they themselves are guilty of, that's projection. A cheater might accuse their partner of infidelity. A liar might call you dishonest. It's a defense mechanism to deflect blame and avoid accountability. Shifting the goalpost. No matter what you do, it's never enough. A manipulator constantly changes expectations, making you feel like you're always falling short. "I'll forgive you if you do this." Then, when you do it, actually, now you need to do that. Blame shifting. Instead of owning up to their mistakes, manipulators twist things so you're at fault. If they hurt you, they'll say, "Well, you made me do it." They refuse responsibility, forcing you to justify your reactions instead. Fear-mongering. This uses fear to control decisions. Manipulators exaggerate risks. "If you leave me, you'll regret it. If you don't do this, something terrible will happen." The goal is to make you too afraid to act in your best interest. Rewriting history, also called retconning. This is when someone distorts past events to serve their own story. They might deny ever saying something or twist what happened to make themselves look innocent and you the villain. Intermittent reinforcement. A manipulator unpredictably switches between kindness and cruelty. One day they're affectionate, the next they're distant. This inconsistency keeps you craving their approval, making you emotionally dependent. Scarcity tactic. By making something seem rare or time-sensitive, manipulators pressure you into decisions. "This opportunity won't last," or "I might not love you forever." This creates panic, forcing you to act before you can think critically. Victim playing. Some manipulators turn themselves into the victim to gain sympathy. They'll twist events, making it seem like they're the one who's been wronged, so you feel guilty and drop your defenses. False consensus. Manipulators might say, "Everyone agrees with me." This tactic pressures you into going along with something by making it seem like the majority supports it, even if that's not true. Gaslighting by proxy. This is gaslighting, but with backup. The manipulator enlists others to reinforce their lies, making the victim feel even more isolated and doubtful of their own perception. Forced dependence. A manipulator ensures you rely on them financially, emotionally, or socially, so leaving feels impossible. They might isolate you from friends, sabotage your job, or undermine your confidence so you feel trapped. Flattery and mirroring. A manipulator will shower you with compliments and mimic your interests to build trust. This can be an intentional strategy to make you feel deeply understood, only to use that connection for control later. Hoovering. After cutting you off or mistreating you, a manipulator might try to suck you back in with dramatic apologies, promises of change, or nostalgia. The goal is to get you back into their cycle of control. False equivalence. This is when a manipulator tries to make their big mistake seem the same as your small one. If you call them out, they'll say, "Well, you did X," even if what you did wasn't nearly as bad. They act like both things are equal just to avoid blame.